Hey guys, I'm so happy to welcome you back to my channel once again. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be making this beautiful DIY fabric flower with bead. This fabric flower is very beautiful, very simple and easy to make. So right here, we are going to be learning how to make it. So the first thing you're going to do is to get your fabrics. Okay, you can see I have a piece of fabric here. It doesn't require much fabric, and you're going to get any object that has a round surface. Okay, and you're going to place the round surface, the object, on the fabric and get the round shape. Okay, so note that the size of your object will determine the size of the fabric flower you're going to have. So if you want it like mine, you can get a masking tape. If you want it smaller, you can get a smaller object. If you want it bigger, you can as well get a bigger object. Okay, so you place it on it, and with your chalk you trace it out. Okay, you can do the tracing first on your paper so that you can have the pattern and you keep it for future use. All right, so I went out to cut out. So each flower has 5 pieces of a circle. Okay, 5 circles. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to get my matching thread that you can see, and I'll fold it into to here. Okay, so we're going to be sewing on the right side. Okay, so this place here is the right side. I'm just going to insert my needle this way, and I'm going to start making a gather stitch around that edge. Okay, so I'm just going to be gathering it to the end. Okay, so since it's already round, as long as you fold it into two, it gives the same shape. Okay, no matter how you place it, as we know, a circle doesn't have an edge, it doesn't have beginning, it doesn't have end. Okay, so if you just fold it into two, you are good to go. So I'll proceed to keep making gathers. Can you see? It's just a gathers I'm making. You're not going to knot it, you're not going to tie it, so make it very tight. You're just going to be making a gathers with your hand needle around the edge until you get to the end of the gathers, or of your fabric. Okay, so I'm done gathering it, and I'm just going to open it up for you to see. Can you see? It's just a loose stitch I made. At this point, I'm going to pull. So you're going to pull as much as you can. Just make all the mouths to come closer. Okay, and I'm going to pick another one, and I'll fold it wrong side facing wrong side. Okay, so where my hand is on the right side, and I'm just going to gather. Okay, so I'm going to gather until I exhaust the 5 circles that I have here. Okay, so I was done gathering, as you can see. And can you see I have 5 of each of the flower here? Do you see? I have 5. Okay, so I'm just going to pull very well, and after pulling, and I am sure it's as tight as I want it to be, I'm just going to push my needle to the other side. Okay, so you just need to be very careful so that it doesn't pull out like mine. Okay, but even if it happens like that, you just gather it back towards that edge, and your problem is sorted out. Okay, so you can see I proceeded to gather it back after it pulled a little, and I'm going to be passing the thread on the lines in between all the two each two flowers. Okay, I'm going to be passing it in between the two flowers. This is to make it very strong and firm. Okay, and as I pass it through the lines, you find out that it becomes more firmer, and it comes together. The unity, the bond, it's strengthened, so to speak. So after that, I'm going to pass the thread on the middle, and I'm going to come out at the back side. Okay, and I'm just going to tie it very firm at this back side. I'm going to knot it, make sure that it's very strong. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and after doing that, I'm going to cut off my thread. Okay, so ensure that it is well secured. Okay, make sure you secure it very well. Okay, so I am going to cut out, and this part here is the back side, and this is the front side. Can you see the back? Can you see the front? Okay, So I'm just going to arrange it. Anywhere you want to use as your front, you just have to push the flower in on it, and this is what we have. Okay, so there will be a little frilling edges here, and I'm just going to use my candlestick or your matches and burn all those frilling edges. So I was not doing that, and I cut as much as flower I need. You can combine it with different fabric, different colors of fabric. It makes it very beautiful. Okay, so that dress on the thumbnail that you can see, I made it combining different color of fabric, and it's very beautiful. So I have my bead here and my matching thread with the bead, and I'm just going to fix my bead to it. I'm just going to pick my bead, and I fix the bead to the right side. Okay, the side where I'm going to be using to the right side. So I will pick 4 bead, and I'm going to sew it. Okay, I will sew it this way, and after sewing it this way, I will come back to the front. I'll insert my needle on the from the back to the front again, and I'm going to pass the needle in the center of the beads. Okay, can you see? You pass it through the beads again. So this makes it to be very firm, it makes it to be very strong, and it will never easily pull off. Okay, it will make the bead to be strong, and nothing will make the bead to a kind of loosen. Okay, so I'm just going to pick again, and I am going to do that on all the flowers. Just going to be attaching the bead. So if you have any other applique, maybe applique flowers or anything you want to use and design it, you can. Okay, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm using my shining beautiful soiree bead. Okay, so I'm going to do it to the 6 of the flowers that I have here, and I'm going to show you the look afterwards. So can you see how beautiful it is? Honestly, this is a beauty to behold. Like, I love it, and I love using it to design baby dresses. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you can see how beautiful it is. It is just very simple, like I said, and easy to make. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so. Give me a thumbs up and like this video so that when I drop more tutorial, you get notified. Bye.